What's up? What's up, guys? It's your girl, Charity Chanel. You guys are tapped in to Reverse Happy Hour. I am your host. Sorry, I was dancing the first couple of parts because, I love the intro to the show. Well, for those of you who are just now joining Reverse Happy Hour or just tapping in, just to give you guys a spill, a little bit about Reverse Happy Hour, we give you all the celebrity gossip and all the ratchetness that goes on in the world of hip hop, while also talking about daily and trending topics that happen in everyday life. Now, with that being said, y'all know my slogan. Let's get into this tea. Congratulations are in order for Keke Palmer. That's right, Keke Palmer and her boyfriend, Darius Jackson, welcomed their first baby boy, and they named him Leotis. Leo Andrelton. I don't know if I'm saying Andrelton. There we go, Andrelton. I hope I'm not butchering their baby name, but Keke said, what a way to have a beautiful baby in Black History Month. Not only what a way to have a beautiful baby in Black History Month, but let's give him the most blackest name that we can possibly give a baby. Leotis. Now, people were trying to drag Keke through the ringer when they found out the name of the baby. The baby is adorable. I love it. I know Keke and Darius is going to be great parents to little Leotis. So, congratulations, Keke and baby Leotis. We cannot wait to see you and your upbringing. I know it's going to be so amazing and so beautiful with the great parents that you have. We have to move right along. Congratulations are also in order for Juvenile, because Juvenile is coming out with his own Juvie juice. That's right. Juvenile has partnered with the Urban South Brewery, okay, the largest craft brewery in New Orleans, and they are about to conduct up some Juvie juice. Now, this is going to be like a mix of like a lemonade and a sweet tea, so almost like a twisted tea. This is like the flavor that they're going for, and it's really, really good to see Juvenile getting into like the business aspect of everything. So not only will people be backing their ass up on the floor, people gonna be backing their ass up in the store too for them drinks, okay? Because they're ready for it. We ready for it. And let me tell you something. This New Orleans native, baby, they know how to keep it in the bag, okay? So super, super excited about that. Cannot wait to try some of that Juvie juice, because it sounds like it's going to have you like breaking that neck. You don't know how to act slow motion for me, okay? I can't wait to taste it. Also, congratulations are in order for Kevin Garnett. Now, for those of you who don't know who Kevin Garnett is, he played for the Boston Celtics. That's right. Kevin Garnett is launching his own global channel called VMTV. Now, this is going to basically be centered a network that is going to be around like sports, is going to be around entertainment. It's also going to be around Black culture, education, lifestyle, and true stories, comedy, and drama. So congratulations are in order for Kevin Garnett doing his thing with getting a major channel. This is really, really big. I love seeing our Black people just going after what they really, really, truly deserve, and really putting their passion into their work, and it being able to come out into, everybody's eyes, come in front of everybody's eyes to see. So, congratulations to Kevin Garnett. I cannot wait to see how this is going to go. Shout out to everybody on the live that's watching. Kimmy go. What's up, girl? But yeah, those are just some quick congratulations that we have for you guys. Of course, if you guys have any topics that you feel like we miss or you want us to talk about, you guys can always send me an email or send me a DM at Reverse Happy Hour on Facebook or Reverse Happy Hour 18 at gmail.com. Now, with that being said, we are going to definitely tap into our next topics. We're not even going to take a commercial break. We're going to take a second commercial break. So we got to talk about Chris Rock. Okay. We have to talk about Chris Rock, because Chris Rock, okay, he has a Netflix special that is going to be coming out tomorrow. Yeah. Basically on this Netflix special, he's going to be talking about the slap that he received from Will Smith at the Oscars. I'm just, like I was talking to some friends earlier, I'm beyond over this Oscar slap at this point. How long are we going to ride the coattail of this Oscar slap, Chris? I mean, Jesus. This man, what we got to think about it is, okay, yeah, he slapped you at the Oscar. He paid for it while you were getting your little bags or whatever. Will Smith has been a consistent actor. Chris Rock, you have not. what do we really know you from? When, what is it, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker? Is that the movie he played in when he was asking for one rib for 15 cents? Then you went from that movie and then you went to New Jack City. You went to being Pookie the crackhead, and Scotty helped you and all of that. From there, you didn't really do much. I mean, you was on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air show. Yet again, Will Smith opened the door for you there. I get it. He slapped you. It's over with. It's been a whole year. I'm so over talking about this slap at the Oscars. For Christ's sakes, Will Smith just won a whole award for emancipation. We're not even talking about him accepting the Beacon Award for emancipation at the African American Film Critics Association's award. We're not even talking about Will Smith getting that. Will Smith is getting ready to film Bad Boys 4. What are you doing, Chris Rock? You're still riding the coattails of you being slapped at the Oscars. Go do some work. Go film another Down to Earth, Chris Rock. At this whole point, what catalog do you really have that is remotely close to Will Smith? The only thing that you are doing right now is just riding this Oscar slap out as long as you want, because you are irrelevant. And that's just how I feel about Chris Rock. And y'all can't make me think any other way, because it is ridiculous. Now, we are just shy a week of the Oscars. The Oscars will be, here, next Sunday. So this is why they're ramping up everything. They're doing a Netflix special for Chris Rock, because next week is going to pretty much be the Oscars. And we don't know if we're going to see Will Smith or not. They're not even talking about how Will Smith did. We really don't have many pictures of Will Smith accepting his award. We do, of him just getting his award, giving his speech, which he mentioned nothing about the slap. The man apologized. It's time to move on at this point. How long are we going to let somebody just keep living off of something? It is spoiled milk. It has turned into cottage cheese at this point, Chris Rock. Move on, okay? Find you something to do. Go see if Nick Jr., somebody needs you to do a voiceover or something, because this is getting real played out. And I highly doubted your Netflix special is going to be all of that, because your jokes are super corny, okay, like corn nuts. So at this point in time, Chris Rock, get it together. Get it together, baby. Or go back and ask for one rib for 15 cents, okay? Or why don't you go back to the projects that you was in New Jack City and see if Scotty's still there to save you? Because at this point, we're all over it, Chris. We are all over it. Okay? We weren't rooting for you. We don't want you to learn something from this. We want you to be over it. And we do have a picture of Will Smith giving his acceptance speech for the Beacon Award that he accepted for the emancipation. And isn't it crazy? Out of all the shots that we could get of Will Smith, we see him holding up the same hand that he slapped the hell out of Chris Rock with. So it's just, to me, if we had to pick and choose between one person that we had to get rid of and all of their catalog, either Will Smith or Chris Rock, you would be volunteered as tribute. We would off with your head real quick. I'm sorry. I've had enough. So sorry I did that whole rant. Shout out to my bestie Boo Cam on the live. But we are just beyond over it. It's draining. It's toxic. Somebody burned the sage, the Palo Santo sticks. Somebody do something. Light the white candles so Chris Rock can just move on with his life. Please. Jeez, we were kind of hoping when the truth came out about Will Smith slapping you, we was kind of hoping it was going to be something juicy. I was like, ooh, maybe he slept with Jada back in the day. We wanted something to come out of it. No, you're just going to talk about the slap. If you're not going to reveal no tea that we don't know of, we don't need your Netflix special tomorrow night, okay? Sorry for you. And with that being said, I'm going to take my first break of the night because he done got me warmed up in here, okay? Be right back, guys.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
To get in the way before it happens.
To get a friend home safe.
And to not blame the victim.
It's on us.
To look out for each other.
To
not look the other way.
It's on us to stand up.
To step in.
To take responsibility.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Reverse Happy Hour. I am your host. That's right, Charity Chanel. And for those of you that are just now tuning in, just to give you guys a quick little rundown about what Reverse Happy Hour is pretty much about, we give you all the celebrity gossip and all the ratchetness that goes on in the world of hip hop, while also talking about daily and trending topics. And everybody knows my motto. With that being said, let's get back into this tea. Now, shout out to my bestie Cameron, because he texted me. He said, girl, you is spitting all the facts tonight. And I love you, Cam. I cannot wait until we can do tacos again. Alrighty, so our next topic that we have to talk about. Now, we all know that Carl Crawford and Meg Thee Stallion was doing this whole beef thing, thingamabob a jigger, for the former label that she was with, 1501, before she went with Roc Nation. Okay. Now, Carl Crawford, then they said he just piggybacking. He apologizing to Megan. He said he never meant to really publicly feud with her. All of the things he said, he didn't really mean. He was just upset at the time. He was trying to get like his little clout from Facebook from off of her. Now, honey, I am taken aback, because everything that Carl, you was saying about Miss Stallion, not Pony, but Stallion, okay? You were trying to drag her through the MUDD, the mud. So now, and what a lot of people are trying to say, maybe Roc Nation didn't put a little heat on him while he recanting everything that he was saying. Okay, give it a takey. So I don't really know what's going on, but I find it very funny that he's just kind of going back on everything. He's basically like he wants to mend the broken bridge. Baby, this drawbridge fell down into the water. It's nothing that you can mend. It is 27 feet deep right now. Meg is not thinking about you. And we really haven't seen Meg since the whole Tory Lanez, cat trial and everything, because she kind of took like a break. Somebody had broken into her house. She was very emotional with her Saturday Night Live performance. So we haven't really seen Meg since then. But Meg did pop out like last weekend. She was seen out and about smiling and trotting around. So I don't really know what it is. Maybe, I don't know if it's some type of, how people always say it's publicity. It's publicity. Something is about to come out, or he wants something, or he's trying to do something. But his apology seemed like it was sincere, allegedly. But we don't really know. It could all just be that Carl Crawford is trying to still get the clout off Megan, or he's genuinely sorry about what he did to her and dragging her. When you have a top artist like Meg Thee Stallion, and, this person gets signed to a major label and you kind of lose out on it, you kind of eat your words, just like how Cardi B was with DJ Self. How he was with her and Cardi blew up. You kind of be like, oh, you mad at the time, but you don't really mean what you say, but you just trying to like really, really hit that person. Oh, this person breached contracts. We don't know, y'all. We don't know. But all I will say, Carl Crawford definitely apologized to Megan. And I mean, okay, I guess we start a new year off right. I never knew that he was a former major league baseball player. I never knew that. So I guess I'm just blinded to the light. But he's definitely not well-versed in the music industry. Carl, I think you just need to go become a coach and teach like Pee-wee baseball or something. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to and stop trying to jump in oceans, okay? Let's move right along. We got to congratulate 50 Cent, because 50 Cent was out in Houston, y'all. They said 50 was out in Houston at the Houston Rodeo Wine Auction, and Big Daddy then purchased him a $165,000 bottle of Bernhardt Winery Antiquity Chardonnay Reserve. Lord, that was long to say. But you can see the bottle that 50 Cent purchased for $165,000. Which is a bottle that you would never open. This bottle is going to collect dust. I don't know. I like seeing 50 rubbing elbows with people because 50 definitely, when he first came out, you know, he was so gangster, so hood. His chesticles was always oiled. He always looked like he had a AK-47 in his pocket. He was ready for whatever and whenever. But 50 definitely is popping out. He's definitely stretching out. His series, BMF, is amazing. All the ghosts, the power books, all of that. 50 is doing his thug dizzle. But when you do open that bottle, if you do, please let me get a little straw. Let me get a little straw sip. You know, I don't even want a whole glass. I just want a straw sip just to taste it or whatever. But congratulations to 50 because that's a nice purchase, especially if you got the money. Let's talk about Peter Thomas. Now, I know a lot of y'all are not going to know who this man is. Some of you might, some of you may not. Now, he's the former Real Housewives of Atlanta ex-husband to Cynthia Bailey. Okay. So Cynthia Bailey, now he has this restaurant out. He has restaurants out in Miami. He has a restaurant out in, I want to say, Baltimore area. And it's called, it's called the Bar One Restaurant. Okay. Now, according to reports, Peter done choked out this woman in his restaurant. Well, come to find out, the woman that you choked out, Peter, is Tammy Rivera's, Waka Flocka's ex-wife niece. So they going back and forth at it, of course, exchange. Not even really going back and forth. Tammy is just very heated about you choking her niece. Like, what was the point of you choking somebody? Peter has always had and been known for his anger issues and ready and willing to slap a BI. And I'm not saying your niece is a BI, Tammy, but I'm just saying this man has open hand syndrome to slap any woman that, he's known for slapping women. So evidently he went to court. He went to court for the whole choking of Tammy Rivera's niece, and the charges were definitely dropped. The charges were dropped. He was found not guilty for the whole situation. He did a whole little spilled walking out of it, saying that he is protected by God, and y'all always trying to take him down. Not this time, Satan. And that's what he said. Get from behind thee. Satan is what he said. You will not bring him down. You loser. That's what Peter Thomas is saying. I never understood why Peter Thomas was just so angry all the time when he was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Your wife is Cynthia Bailey, gorgeous as hell. You look like the Black Santa Claus or Papa Smurf if Papa Smurf was on a Slim Fast diet. I never really understood why he was so angry all the time. Now you go from Real Housewives of Atlanta to choking women in your restaurant in Baltimore, and you choking them in Baltimore, not the DMV area. They don't play down there, baby. I'm from the V, out of the D and into the V. I mean, we don't play down there. You around there choking women, looking like you. Okay, shout out to everybody on the live. Rez, what's up, boo? We don't choke people out. And then the person that you choked out, like literally is, kind of her family is Waka Flocka, dead auntie. Like, you don't want no smoke with dead auntie. That's like the modern day Cleo from Set It Off. This lady is scary, Peter. She will slap you so hard that the white hair on your beard turn back to the natural color. Don't play with that lady. Don't play with that lady, Peter. Talking about God got you. Yeah, you're right. God got you. For now, you keep on choking women out. Like, it's not going to work in your favor. You can't be walking around here talking to people because you're Nigerian. And there's no shade, no tea to my Nigerian people. I love my Nigerians, but you will not be the face for Nigerians, Peter. Okay. You angry? We get it. Go and eat something. Okay. Get you a Snicker, man. You're not being yourself. You really not. We already know that Cynthia is separated from Will. Shout out to my cousin Nana on the live. Now, Cynthia is separated from her ex-husband, Mike. I thought it was Chill. His name on Will? Well, Mike, I don't know. That's how much I don't really be in it. But she's separated from her ex-husband. So she don't want you back, Peter. Okay? And with you making headlines like that, I don't know, though, Don. This might be good because, they say she's trying to go back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So that might be a storyline for Real Housewives of Atlanta for you guys. I don't know. Either way, he was found not not guilty for choking the girl out. I think there's more that's going to come out from the story, but we'll definitely hear that from Tammy Rivera niece whenever she decides that she wants to speak. And that'll probably be soon because, you know, one thing about social media, people love that clout. All right, let's talk about Ari Fletcher and G Herbo. Now, what happened with Ari Fletcher and G Herbo? Not with them, but their son accidentally leaked his Apple ID online, and it stayed up for 24 hours. And the weirdest messages from these creeps was like being sent to this little boy's iPad. People were calling his iPad. People were sending messages like, hey, nephew, this your uncle, where your mama at? So Ari definitely took to Instagram to address all the weirdos that was messaging her son. She literally had to cut the iPad off because y'all were FaceTiming that little boy who's only 4 years old. Like, this little boy didn't know what he was doing. I don't know how he leaked his Apple ID. I don't know. Did he take a screenshot and do it? I don't really know. Either way, they didn't realize anything because a whole day had went by without them even knowing until somebody reached out like, girl, like you need to get the iPad. He done leaked his whole Apple ID, girl, on the whole internet. And then by that time, people already was calling the iPad. People was already messaging the iPad. So Ari was definitely very like upset about that. And she has every right to be because this is a 4-year-old. It's disgusting. Y'all are grown men FaceTiming and hanging up. It's some weird stuff out here. What I will say as parents, I get it that we give our kids iPads and we give them our phones and everything just so that they can get out of our face for that 15 minutes. But we really got to be careful because these kids are smart. These ain't pandemic babies. Well, some of them are pandemic babies. These kids that are being born, they just come out the kuwa, knowing how to call their grandmother, knowing how to send a full sentence. I can't even talk sentence, text message. These kids are knowing what to do. So we have to protect the babies because anything could have went south from that. They could have tracked the location. It could have been so much weird stuff that went down. So us as parents, we got to do a little more. I know our kids get on our nerves. We want them to get out our face. Go play your game. Go play your video game. Monitor it a bit more so that we don't have anything like this happening, like what happened with Ari and G Herbo's son. Okay. All right, so we have to talk about this last topic, and then we're going to take our second commercial break of the night. We have to talk about Natalie Nunn and Tommy Lee, okay, having this whole pay-per-view fight last Saturday, and Natalie winning against Tommy Lee. A lot of people feel like that Natalie paid Tommy to lose. Some people said Tommy was on every color the rainbow had to offer that night. So Tommy wants a rematch because Tommy feel like the fight was rigged. She feels like it was some stuff too. I don't know. I feel like it was fake. I kind of was rooting for Tommy to fight, but then Tommy has been doing a whole lot of extracurricular activities, and we're not going to say what those are, but I think people who do watch the show, we know what those extracurricular activities is that Tommy does. So I don't know if they do a rematch. I think it'll be, let it be like a straight up, like helmets off. We need to see y'all Duke like in the street. Like, let this be a gutter fight. Go in somebody's backyard, go into the middle of the street, and y'all put the dukes up and y'all fight. That's the only way that I'm going to believe that y'all are actually fighting. I'm not going to believe y'all putting little boxing stuff on. I'm going to say that, okay, they did this for charity for me. But I need y'all to like duke it, like straight get rugged dirty with it. I'm trying to see hair being pulled. I want to see somebody. We want to see the red stuff that comes out of your mouth and nose. Blood. We want to see it. We want to see the gutter. I don't want to see none of this little, ooh, I'm going to hit you like this and you do like this. All this straight up. We practice this fight type fight. I don't want to see a practice fight, a routine fight. I want y'all in the middle of Crenshaw Boulevard, okay? I want you to get in front of Nipsey Hussle's store, okay? And I want you to duke it out, like for real, straight fight, hood style. If y'all can't do that, we don't need the rematch because Natalie runs a lot of mouth. And I was really hoping that Tommy was going to be the one that was going to pop her right in her kisser. But you definitely made us all upset. If you knew you was going to fight this girl, why you drinking Chardonnay and smoking weed and doing all the little the flower substance that you like? Come on, girl, damn. Do it after the fight. Drag her, show her what it is, and move on. You have let us down. You have disappointed me. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. We hope that you learned something from this, Tommy. And next time, don't let Natalie Nunn whoop your ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mark. I know we can't cuss on Facebook like that no more. Okay, but ASS. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to take my second commercial break of the night. I'll be right back with more of Reverse Happy Hour. Welcome back, guys. I am Charity Chanel. That's why you guys are tapped into Reverse Happy Hour. Now, the commercial was brought to you by travelcenter.uk. So if y'all are looking to go to Dubai, baby, go to Dubai. Tell them that I sent you when you go get that ticket to Dubai, okay? It's nothing like riding a camel on some fresh orange sand, okay? You over there wrapped up, looking real all espionage, Go on over there. Tell them I sent you, girl. They might give you 20% off. I'm just saying. Let's hop right into this topic. Now, this one everybody is talking about because it's like, it's what's happening in everyday life. So this past week, Dwayne Wade's youngest son, who's now Zion, who's now Zaya, who is officially his daughter. That's right. It was ruled in the courts in California that Zaya could officially be changed to a woman. So it's no longer it's offensive to call Zaya a boy. It is very offensive because the courts have ruled in the favor to allow her to have a complete sex change on the birth certificate, on everything. So the full name of Zaya is Zaya Malachi Armias. Okay. I can't say the name. It's not funny. Zaya Malachi. It starts with an A. There we go. Okay. Armias. I think I'm saying it right. Wade, the judge signed off on it on Friday. That's right. Now, Dwayne Wade's ex-wife, girlfriend, baby mama, is livid. She is pissed off because she feels like Dwayne and Gabrielle has done this to her baby to gain financial gain. Now, me being a proud member of the LGBTQIA, and those are the only letters that I'm going to say. I think, at some point in time when a child, when the age that we're in right now, we can't just blame it on the parents all the time. Now, do I believe a discussion should have been had off the cameras with Dwayne Wade and his ex? Absolutely, just as a courtesy to her. But if this is how this baby have been feeling, and if this is what this baby wants to do, then we can't do nothing about it but just be a parent to our child. I would like to say, don't miss out on being in your child's life just because of how you feel. Now is the time that your child is going to need you even more because it is in a public eye. It is. You went from Zion to Zaya. And I mean, I don't know. I love it. I love Zion as Zaya. It's more fashion for me because when Zaya was Zion, you could tell the confusion was there as to what this child didn't know. This child wanted to try, but you didn't really know. Your dad's a pro basketball player. Your stepmom is a real famous actress. Your mom, I don't know what your mama doing. I didn't get enough time to research it this time. Maybe next time. But it's a lot when you're in that limelight. So I don't really feel like it's for financial gain, but I am going to be very taken aback by my comments until I see everything that comes out, or until Zaya feels like she wants to say what's out with it. You know, this is happening. We are in this age. We are in this era where you are going to see this, where people are really able to, they have enough money to be who they are, you know? This is the age. This is happening. It's been happening for years. Just back in the 80s and the 90s, we could tell a bit more, you know? Money is involved now. So it's things that can be done with it. So I just say, like, when it comes to it with your child, just be a mother. That's it. That's all you can do. Keep it out the public with, you know, nobody's saying you can't feel the way that you feel, because you're very much entitled to that. But the important part here is to make Zaya feel loved, because, you know, the public eye and, like, you know, like being in the public and being something like that, she's young. So, you know, social media, you got to prepare her for, like, the comments that she's going to see on that. And what she may see when she's walking down the street. Well, we get it, you're in Hollywood, but if she goes to, like, a regular neighborhood where people ain't for that, you gotta be a mother to be there for your baby. So I get it, you mad at Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union because you feel like they're doing it for financial gain, but be there for your kid. That's it. That's it, girl. That's all you can do. And I ain't gonna stick too much on the girl, but like, that's all I got. Next topic we have to talk about. Now, this made me think of the Mike Jones song. Back then, you know what? Back then, hoes didn't want me. Damn high hoes all on me. Okay, because Michael B. Jordan is all on the topics, because Michael B. Jordan called out a previous classmate for calling him corny when they was in high school. Now, Michael B. was on the red carpet premiere event for Creed 3, where he was being interviewed by the Morning Hustle, L'Oreal. Now, Michael B. stated, soon as, you know, walked up, she like, oh, yeah, you know, we know each other from back in the day. He was like, yeah, the corny kid. Remember, you know, I was the corny kid, and I heard you call me corny. Now look at me now. You got orange hair, and I'm Michael B. Jordan. Like, y'all was joking me back in the day because my name was Michael Jordan. But now look at me now. Now, Joe Biden definitely was pissed off about it, because Joe Button chimed in and said that had it would have been any other black multimillionaire that embarrassed a woman working on the red carpet because she thought that he was corny in the 7th grade, y'all would call him a lot more than corny. Also, he said he works for, I work for me, and I'm not firing myself. I said what I said. Get off my, you know what, love management. Now, Joe Button, what is we up? Why are we inserting ourselves here, Joe? You ain't had to go all up in there. You went on the red carpet, but I get it. But I don't think that Michael B. did it in a way like that. Michael B. did it in, like, a jokingly way. Like, remember you called me, I was a corny kid. You know, yeah, I was a corny kid back in the day. Yeah, you know. Now look at me now. Look who's doing who for who, you know, type stuff. I don't think that he really meant by it. L'Oreal kind of laughed it off. They both were okay and cool with it by the end of the interview. At this point in life, you always gonna run across those people like that. There are gonna be people that said in school, you won't gonna do this and you won't gonna do that. And then when you grow up, you become that something and they become that nothing. It happens in everyday life. Who's to say? She could have been bullying him, saying he had holes in his socks or something. If given a chance, and you know, I'm going to be on a red carpet very soon, baby, because it's speaking into manifestation. Okay. No, I'm not going to be like that. You know, I might be a little bit more hard though. Like, depending on who you is, because I done had some bullies, and most of the people that know me, that went to high school with me, know who them bullies was. I'm coming for you. No. But I just think that, you know, like, if you given chance and you kind of run into somebody like that, it's kind of like, hey, yeah, what's up? Remember me type stuff? Yeah. The one you said won't gonna do this? Yeah. Like, look at me. How you doing? Like, kind of something like that. But I don't know. Michael B. Jordan, love the guy. So glad that Creed 3, if y'all have not seen it, they had an early premiere for it. I want to say, was it last night? But it's a really, really good movie from what I'm hearing. A lot of people love it. Michael B. Jordan, oh my God. We have to talk about his co-star. I'm not gonna lie. That ain't my type of swirl. But it was a little bit oily and greasy when he was on that beach, and I was about to be delivered. I was about to be. I don't like women's no more. I like men's. Like, the way that titty meat was popping, I was like, oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. But no, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm gonna stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. But it is nice. I'm not gonna lie. When you look at it in the movie, like how chiseled he is, that is a chiseled man. And how did he get it like that? Because I'm just trying to get my stomach to give me 1 pack. I don't need 6. Just give me 1 pack. Give me a dose, you know? All right, guys, let's tap into our last topic of the night. Now, we know, hold on, I don't know. Don, you know I'm lying. Call it out to me, Don. Morris Chestnut. He has some Morris Chestnut chesticles. I don't know. No, Morris Chestnut, he won't never find me though. He found it in Morris Chestnut. I don't know. Morris Chestnut back in the day, that was like my mom. My mom liked Morris Chestnut. My sisters, I was more of a Shamar Moore girl, a Shamar Moore. A little light-skinned Pretty Ricky Fontaine. Like, get a little Pretty Ricky Fontaine, you know. I like me a little Shamar Moore back in the day. Who else I had? I had a crush on Ray Charles. I sure enough did. Ray Charles look good, baby. And if a blind man can play a piano like that, what can he do for me? Okay. I was never really like into Stevie Wonder. Luther Vandross was cute when he lost weight. And yeah, you know, I had a couple of little crushes, but we have to talk about Disney because Disney is facing a lot of backlash about the new Peter Pan and Wendy movie that they are putting out. Why they're facing backlash, you ask? They're facing backlash because they are releasing a Black Tinkerbell, which is played by Yara Shahidi. Now, you know, we already know Yara from Grownish. She played on Blackish. She's a very beautiful actress. She's a content creator. She's an executive producer. She's good for her stuff. Now, a lot of people felt some type of way because they said Tinkerbell has always had blonde hair and she was always looking like this. She was a cartoon. And then you had Julia Roberts play Tinkerbell when Robin Williams played Peter Pan and Hook. So this person Tinkerbell was not always a blonde person. Like, come on, we can't keep being biased. Just y'all are doing the same thing to Halle Bailey about her being the first Black Little Mermaid. Because why? The Little Mermaid had red hair, right? And she was a fish that lived underneath the ocean. And she had peach skin. I'm going to say peach skin because I don't want Mark Zuckerberg over this live. So she had peach skin. That's what you guys are saying. So what are you saying? What are we saying? That's just like, I mean, like, I don't understand why it's such the frustration about it. We are at a time in an era where everything is different. We have everybody. I saw a movie where a peach woman was playing one of us. And you really had this lady like painted with the black face and everything. Like, come on. This is a magical fairy creature. Tinkerbell is not real. Okay, if Tinkerbell was real, she would be on everybody. We would all have our own Tinkerbell in this world if it was a real Tinkerbell. Like, I would have her locked up. I'm pretty sure Walt Disney would have her locked up in one of the Disney worlds, making her in a cage or something. This is not a real character. So why can't Yara play Tinkerbell? She has the voice for it. She has the personality for it. This is going to be amazing. Okay. Peter Pan looks like it's going to be an interesting movie. I don't understand why we're facing backlash. People were also mad that, what did they say? The Lost Boys, they had like, you know, little black children playing the Lost Boys. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, what color was the Lost Boys? It was a cartoon. Like, geez, Eartha Kitt, when she was Catwoman, y'all was pissed off about Eartha Kitt playing Catwoman, and she was purring since she came out. Her mama hoo-ha. Like, come on, this lady was purring. Come on, that wasn't a bird song. That was like her purring. Like, Jesus, we got to get over it at some point. Cleopatra, you was mad at Pam Grier for Cleopatra. What are we going to do? We have to get over it. People are too sensitive. You guys have to let it go. Okay. What y'all going to be mad at next? If we change Fred and what is his Fred on the Fruity Pebble box? You going to get mad if we make that? What What you gonna get mad if we take the toucan sand off the Fruit Loop box? What's next with you people? Good Lord. You done took the Cardi B and Offset meal from McDonald's because you said their lyrics were vulgar and McDonald's don't stand for that. McDonald's, are you serious? You are the pillar to the projects, okay? You are the pillar. Where every project ghetto you go, there is a McDonald's 10 to 15 blocks away. McDonald's, really? Now you want to act like you bougie? Baby, until you get you an Impossible Patty, you are not bougie, okay? Keep on flipping that ground beef. Okay, until you bring salads back, McDonald's, you are not bougie. Well, I don't get people. People were mad. Well, Storm was always black, though. Like, even in the cartoon, she was not. I always thought she was black. See, that's how much I care about Storm. Right. Back in the day, you're right. Back in the X-Men. Yeah, back in the day. I got to take it back. Don't y'all quote me on this live, okay? But they're upset about a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, come on. Let's not get to the point of like we haven't, you know, like the people haven't sat around and watched y'all do whatever y'all wanted to do and make all the movies y'all wanted to do. Our children grew up on all these movies. Now they can't see people who got copper skin like them. All we had back in the day was Pocahontas. You know, that was an honest cartoon back in the day where somebody that looked like us had copper skin, but she liked it a peach-skinned man. Okay. Then you took little Pocahontas over to Jamestown and she married John Ralph. And John Ralph, you gave this girl a goddamn STD, which they're not going to really tell you. Pocahontas died of an STD. They're not going to give y'all the truth. Now, they say Pocahontas had a child, which Pocahontas was pregnant. Nobody knows where this baby is. Nobody has ever saw Pocahontas' baby, but Pocahontas was pregnant now. And she gave birth and delivered a child before she died. Where that baby at, Don? Where's Pocahontas' baby at? I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's time for children to start seeing, you know, things like them, Disney. And it's not even Disney. It's the people that are sensitive. You know, guys, get off your little Debbie cakes. Let's get into the in case you miss it, guys, because I was pissed off about that one. All right, what do we got? What? Ooh, yes. And you know I wanted to talk about this. So he got 20 years. How many years he get? Life in prison. Now, for those of y'all who used to watch the show, welcome to Sweetie Pies. Now, Tim Norman is sentenced to life in prison after 6 months of awaiting. Okay. Now, we all know that the episode has showed where him and his nephew was always getting into it or whatever. And he actually killed the nephew, then was like walking around with the grandma around everything, acting like he didn't do nothing. He was still showing up to the family reunion, and you had murdered the dig-own baby in 2016. Now, the court documents show that Norman took out a life insurance policy for $450,000 in 2014. You sick. I can't even think of what he looked like. He looked like something from Looney Tunes. I don't know what he looked like. You are just sick. And he was also dating Jennifer from Basketball Wives, which she had to get a restraining order on him because he was stalking her. The fact that you were that sick enough to be walking around with grandma like that, and grandma was really trying to find that boy killer, and the whole time you was the one that killed that baby, that just goes to show you how real sick and twisted people minds are, and you have to be careful. It could be your own family that will take you out. And it's sad to say that you, for what reason? For what reason? We would always see the episodes where he was nitpicking with the boy. He wanted to feel like he was inferior, right? Trying to do stuff, intimidating the baby and stuff. And you, oh, baby, and I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm just saying, baby, the way that grease on your face, they ready for you in there. They're ready for you. Well, they say hot and steamy, baby. Throw him in there with the wildest boy you can find. All right, we got one more topic, guys. Oh, yeah, so we just talked about that, how they said like the Cardi B and the Offset meal got removed from McDonald's because they felt like, you know, they don't represent, You like how they are at McDonald's. They felt like we took it off the menu because it's vulgar lyrics that they have in their songs, and that's not what we stand for. McDonald's, are you serious? All the dope boys and all the dopettes go to McDonald's to get that quarter pounder with cheese, okay? We go get that McDouble that used to be $1 back in the day with a small fry and a sweet tea that used to be in the little styrofoam cups. Ever since y'all switched to the clear cups, y'all smelling yourselves. That's what it is. Ever since you took the crunch wrap off your menu, you are smelling yourself, McDonald's. Okay. Ever since every time we go to McDonald's and y'all say the ice cream machine broke, but it's really not, y'all been smelling yourself, McDonald's. I just don't understand it. Like, how are you bougie? How are you bougie for Cardi B and Offset? You're McDonald's. You're the Golden Arches, for Christ's sakes. Y'all still selling processed chicken nuggets. How y'all bougie, McDonald's? Bring back the chicken strips if you want to be bougie, McDonald's. Give us fresh filet of fish out the grease if you want to be bougie, McDonald's. I can go on all day about McDonald's. McDonald's suck. I'm sorry. I said it and I'll say it again. McDonald's, like, the nerve of you. You don't sell salads no more. You don't got fruit cups. You don't got the parfaits no more. You don't have nothing no more, McDonald's. For you to sit up here and say you want to take a Cardi B and Offset meal that's going to bring you revenue and money because you feel like you are too bougie for them. McDonald's, you ought to be a shame of yourself. Like, this doesn't make no sense to me. Y'all still haven't been right. Y'all need to bring the mascots back. Bring back Hamburglar, Ducky, Grimace, and Ronald. And then we might think you're up or SBL on or bougie. I can't stand you, McDonald's, but I might go tonight just to get me a little ice cream cone, just to be told that your ice cream machine ain't working. It just happens every time, Don. You can't even, can I get an ice cream machine broken? Everybody that you have that work at McDonald's is miserable. They hate working there at McDonald's. You want to know why they hate working at McDonald's? Because you guys suck. Like, you do. You do. You took the one thing that they had that they felt close to. Cardi B and Offset. They get off work and they blast Cardi B. They get off work and they blast Offset music. And y'all took the one thing that meant something to them from the McDonald's. You took the Offset and Cardi B meal. You act like they called it the Whoppy meal. They didn't call it the Whop meal. But I guess McDonald's, when you don't really have rivers and lakes that you're used to, you like to jump in pools. Maybe next time. I'm sorry, Ronald. I hate even being associated with Ronald McDonald's. Every time they say Ronald McDonald's House for Charity, I hate that. I don't like to be associated with clowns. So, you know, all I can do is just say, bye-bye, McDonald's. Hopefully you get you some fresh stuff. Oop, Don said we got one more, y'all. One more. Okay, so someone sent in a question. Okay, can your man, woman, or woman go on a road trip to Dallas, to Atlanta with their childhood opposite friend for 3 days and you know about them? Not know about them or know about them? And not know about them? Hell no. Well, I mean, if it's a childhood friend that I know about and they cool, okay, cool. And I know like she got like, you know, like a significant other and like we be chilling or whatever. It just depends on, you know, the situation. But if it's somebody that I do not know about, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will be popping up out the trunk while y'all driving on I-95 or wherever y'all can go to get there. Like, hey, what's up? Where we going? No, I don't think that that's cool. And I don't think that it's okay for you to even think about going on a trip with the significant, with your childhood friend that your significant other never met. I don't think that that is even cool at all because, you know, I don't know. I have like friends that, you know, my Andy hasn't met yet. No, don't watch this, please, Andy. Don't. Like, but with that being said, guys, that is all the time that I have for you guys tonight. Of course, you guys can join me right back here at the Chateau next Friday. Keeping it up with me, keeping it real, and remember, don't let nobody give you no SHIT. That's that sugar honey iced tea. It's your girl Charity Chanel. Bye.